Hi guys, this is Nadia from Mama Hearts Polish. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to show you some of the new colors that I have released for Moonflower Polish, my brand of 5 free handmade stamping polish. It's also usable as regular polish or for nail art, gradients, whatever your polish needs. It's very opaque. It's meant to cover in 1 to 2 coats if you're using it as a base for nail art or as regular wear. These are the new colors: wine, plum, dark green, teal, and navy blue. They all have a cream base similar to my rainbow creams, but these have a shimmer added to them, and I wanted to add just a little something extra so they have a little bit of a duochrome shimmer. It can be hard to tell in some lights. For example, here I think you can see it better in navy blue. It has a little bit of blue purple shimmer. Teal has a little bit of like a greenish purple. Dark green is, I think, yellow gold. Plum is also purple blue. And wine was, I think, reddish pink. A little bit of orange in the shimmer. I'm going to be doing like different nail art looks, so I'm going to speed up the process and I'm going to be showing you how they apply as regular polish and how they stamp. Note that these are dark colors, so like it's kind of like overexposed here because of my lights. In real life they're dark, so they don't necessarily show up well over black or darker nail polishes. They really are not meant to. You can use them over dark polishes, but it'll be hard to see in some lights. What I found was when I was trying to do previous swatches of them over black, is that I could see it in real life, but the camera could not pick up the difference in the colors. So it's one of those things that it's going to be a very subtle look if you use it over dark colors. In my previous video that I uploaded, I know I don't upload that often. I think it was the previous video, I reviewed these stampers from Lantern and Wren, and I've gotten a few questions about them. One of them mainly being if I could use other plates besides the Lena nail art plates, because those plates are really good and they're almost like guaranteed to work with any stamper you have. So I'm going to be doing, for example, I have some of these small bundle monster plates. That one's upside down. I have Moyu plates. I have Uber Chic. I have been asked about Uber Chic plates. So I'm going to be doing these nail art looks with my polishes and those plates using this clear stamper from Lantern and Wren. Where is the name? There we go. And using the soft silicone marshmallow one from Lantern and Wren as well. Other products I'm going to be using, cleanup brush is going to be this one, also from Lantern and Wren. If I have like a lot of cleanup, I might also use the what happened there? Fab for Nail brush that I also got at Lantern and Wren. And the last thing, since I'm going to be swatching a lot of these in a row, I'm going to be using the Talon Super Swatch and Peel from Nail Hoot. This is a latex-based peel-off base coat. I'm using the Mani Defender Liquid Latex Shield to protect my finger, my skin. The polishes that I'm going to be swatching are very pigmented, and they will likely stain your skin, especially if it's really dry like mine is. First color, I'm going to use wine, and I'm going to be using strawberry, which is from my previous pastels from spring of last year. Okay, so I'm only going to do 4 fingers because that's the only thing you're going to see in the photo, and I'm going to speed the process up. It's going to be the same basically for all the polishes you're going to see. Then I'm going to add in the steps. So the first step I'm doing is applying the Talon Super Swatch and Peel from Nail Hoot. I will be using a base coat. This is a Bettina B Pro Color Fusing Base Coat. Bettina is a Puerto Rican brand. They sell these in some parts of Florida, but I actually got these back in Puerto Rico. I have my mom bring them over sometimes when she comes to visit me. I think you can get them online. So this is usually what I use for swatching. Now I'm going to apply strawberry. This should be opaque in 1 coat, maybe 2 if it's a little uneven. You don't need a whole lot. And then I'm going to clean up around the cuticle and side walls. This is just 100% pure acetone. Now I'm going to add the top coat, which I mentioned. I'm going to be using the B Pro from Bettina Color Enhancing Top Coat. This is a 5-free, fast drying, super shiny top coat. I'm going to be using Bundle Monster S105 plate here. And we're going to try this with this stamper. And I'm going to apply the liquid latex and wait for that to dry. Okay, so now I'm going to be using Wine and Bundle Monster Plate S105. And that does not look good. That's not a proper scrape, so I'm going to clean it up and start over. That did not work at all. Let's try again. Let's see if it worked this time. Sort of. Still missing lots of bits and pieces of it. Let's try again. So no, the stamper is not working that well with this plate. It's missing pieces. I don't like that. It could be a meat issue. It could be a plate. I'm not very good with clear stampers, which is why I was so surprised at how well this worked. And that does answer your question. It doesn't necessarily always work well with all plates, so I'm gonna keep trying. I do think it was better angle. Gonna lightly, there we go. See, sometimes it's just a matter of keep trying. Let's see. It doesn't really matter. Oh. See, I did not like that. Nope. See, with this combination of plate, I would say plate stamper polish is not really working. And that's why I have a variety of stampers. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get that little piece of flour that didn't transfer well using a smaller clear stamper. No, see, it's not. It's a me fail. I'm not very good with these stampers. I've actually tried this plate. I tried it a whole bunch of times with the clear stamper, and I just can't get a good clear image. This plate is really shallowly etched, and it doesn't mean that it's a bad stamper. It just means that it's not gonna work for this plate. Sometimes I can't get clear stampers to work with certain plates. I have always said I'm not good at using clear stampers. That's why I was so impressed when it worked so well with the linen plates. Originally, I was going to show you all my fails, but after I seriously lost count 15-20 times of trying, of I've been wanting to pick up this area here. It's just not working. Like, I managed to pick up this area nicely, but that's not the area I wanted. So I'm going to try with the marshmallow silicone, see how that works. And there we go. Sometimes it's not necessarily the stamper, but the plate just doesn't work with clear stampers. So I think I waited too long while talking to you. Yep, I waited too long. That's what happens when you wait too long. Okay, so I'm going to speed the video up so you can see that wine does stamp really nicely with this plate as long as you're using a silicone stamper. I'm going to do my middle finger and my ring finger, and then I'm going to insert some pretty swatches of the pretty pictures of the final swatches. Guys, I totally forgot that I was going to swatch the actual polish on my index finger and on my pinky. So here is the really fast version of me swatching wine on my index finger, and then later on my pinky. I'm making a giant mess, but it's okay because I'm going to clean it up. Now I'm just going to apply some top coat. Okay, up next I'm going to be swatching Plum, which is a purple with some blue-purple shimmer. My base is going to be Lavender Dusk, which is a custom polish I made for a giveaway. I only made like 3 or 4 of them. It's a nice lavender color with some shimmer in it. And I'm going to be using this image here from the Uber Cheek Plate 501, and we're going to try with the clear stamper from Lantern and Wren again. So I'm going to apply Lavender Dusk on the areas that I'm going to stamp on first, so that I have enough time for that to dry, because it's pretty opaque and I'm going to stamp on it with an image that's going to cover my entire nail. I'm only going to do 1 coat. Now I'm gonna swatch a Plum on my index finger and my pinky. I'm having issues with the edges because my nails are so short right now that it's really hard to paint them properly, so I'm making a mess, but it's fine because we can clean it up later. As you can see, I'm not one of these nail YouTubers that applies their polish perfectly. It's messy, but that's fine because that's what acetone is for. And I'm going to apply, actually I'm going to clean it up right now. As you can see, even though the polish is highly pigmented, it's not staining my skin because I moisturized previously. So I like using this brush for the high side walls. I often get polish stuck there, and I feel like this gets it better. And then clean it up on with the edge, with the smaller brush, clean up the cuticle edge. Okay, ready for top coat. Okay guys, so the next color is going to be navy blue. This one is blue cream base and has a lot of shimmer. It has like a teal purple duochrome shimmer added to it. I'm going to use antique gold from the metallics as my base. I'm going to be using this image from Uber Chic plate 303 and the clear stamper again. Because you've already seen the process, I'm just going to show you one finger how it swatches on my index finger, and then the stamping on my middle finger to speed up the video. Up next is teal, which is a teal base with some green. It's supposed to be green, blue, purplish duochrome shimmer. I'm going to be using this plate from Bundle Monster S108. The thing about this plate is that it's very shallowly etched, and I think it's going to be similar to the same plate that I used when I used wine. Not sure if they're from the same collection. I think so. I think this was the Shangri-La collection. This was maybe 2015. They're very, very shallow. You can barely feel it. And I had issues using the clear stamper when I was trying to stamp with wine. And I'm going to guess that the clear stamper is also going to give me issues with this shallowly etched plate, which is why I have a silicone stamper as a backup. So let's see if it works or not. I'm going to be using Moonflower as my base, which is a shimmery white stamping polish from spring of last year. Same thing as before. I'm just going to show you these two fingers so you can see how teal swatches and how it stamps on this finger. Okay, so the part that I want to stamp is the swirly area here, which is the one that I feel is less, more shallowly engraved. So, let's see if it works. Yeah, so like I thought, I don't know if you can see that. It's missing a lot of the detail. It did not pick up well at all. I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to apply the polish differently from a different angle and roll the stamper differently as well and see if that works. I got slightly better results, but it just doesn't really work. At least for me, it's not working with this image. It's very, that doesn't have any S. It's very shallowly etched, and it's just simply not working. So, does that mean it's a bad stamper? No, it's probably more likely that this is just a very shallowly etched plate, and it's just not going to work, no matter how much you want it to. That's why you have to have more than one type of stamper. That's where these silicone stampers come in, and they tend to work better on these plates. And if a soft stamper isn't working, then you move to a slightly harder stamper. The harder the stamper, to be honest, harder silicone stampers almost always will pick up the image perfectly. So, there we go. No issues. Stamp. Only issue being that I took too long in the time I took to show you. It has already dried. Since I have to wait for this to dry and do the whole thing again, we're just going to do it on the index finger to show you the stamping. And I'm not going to stop to show you. I'm just going to immediately pick up and press on my nails. Because that's the other thing. You have to be quick. Okay. There we go. Okay guys, so the last color of the Vampy Cremes that I'm going to be stamping today is the dark green. This one is a dark green base with some yellow to gold greenish duochrome shimmer. And I'm going to be stamping this image here from Flower Angel BM XL 352 from Bundle Monster. And as my base, I'm going to be using Moonflower Polish in Apple. Same as the other ones, swatching the dark green here, and then stamping on these two nails. So, in order to get this really dark green shade without using a lot of black and make it like I didn't want to do just like, oh, green and add some black and dark green. I use a pigment that's already a dark, really lush green shade, but it stains a lot. So I toned it down so it shouldn't stain too badly, but it's the only color that most of my testers in the prototype phase reported that it had a lot of staining. So I altered the formula so it would stain less. I think one blogger mentioned that she had some mild staining with it, but it wasn't too bad. The issue is always if your cuticles are dry, any dry skin around the edges of the sidewalls, it tends to stain those the worst. So I haven't applied cuticle oil, so you can see if it currently stains or not. It shouldn't. So I don't know if you can see on camera, but it cleaned up pretty well, and I don't really have any major staining, so it really shouldn't be an issue. I always put it as a disclaimer on the listing, just in case someone does have issues with staining. That picked up okay, but I can do better. I'm going to try this again with the silicone stamper on my ring finger because I think I can get better results. The image is missing a lot of little lines, like a lot of details in the lines. Sometimes when that happens, you just need to use a different stamper. This isn't an image that needs like perfect placement or anything like that. It shouldn't really matter. Yeah, same result. So I'm going to guess that's just how the plate is engraved. And that is it for the Vampy Creams from Moonflower Polish, which are available right now at the shop, which is moonflowerpolish.com. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like and subscribe for more videos.